I'm just security, not a doctor. You're always welcome among the followers, friend. I'm just security, not a doctor.
You're back. Do you need medical attention? It'll be easy enough to purge all rads from your system. All right. Was there something else you were interested in?
All right. Let me do a quick test to make sure your body can handle another implant. I'm afraid you can't handle any more implants right now. Your body isn't durable enough to take it. Sorry.
Because you're a friend of the followers, I can give you a bit of a discount. Take care.
Just as a warning, my covert bandaging skills are a little...
By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items. Your belongings will be returned to you when you leave. Hello. Awe, are you ready to return to Cottonwood Cove? Wale.
There have been sightings of rangers in black armor, the best the profligates have to offer.
The legionaries speak highly of you. I'm not worthy of your attention.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the Burned Man.
I can't wait until they let me fight.
Don't bother me. I'm training to become a full legionary.
Slaves aren't much of a challenge.
I'm harsh on the children, but they'll...
Imagine a follower brave enough to lead Freeside. Good to see you, amigos.
You must enter Caesar's tent alone. Anyone else must remain outside.
Okay. Lead the way. Okay. Just don't be gone long. I sunburn easily.
You must enter...
Caesar sleeps, but doesn't awaken. I fear it is only a matter of days before death claims him. You will answer to me until such a time as Caesar is able to resume leadership. Legate Lanius will take Caesar's place at the head of the Legion. The Legate is a fine warrior, and the Legion will do well under his command. Wale. Yes. Do you have something to report? I'll answer if I can. Very well. Wale.
True to Caesar.
Was there more for us to discuss? Wale.
Thank you for saving my life. The autodoc module you recovered did the trick. I trust this payment is adequate compensation for your troubles. Now, lest we grow sentimental here, the time for battle will soon be upon us. Legatus Linnaeus draws nigh. When he arrives, my legion will assault Hoover Dam. In the meantime, the profligates have prepared a welcome gift for us. The president of the NCR intends to visit Hoover Dam. I don't have to explain the reasoning behind my commands. I just give them, and you do them. That said, every once in a while I hear something so ignorant I have to respond. This is one of those times. The profligates' morale is in the shitter. They've occupied the Mojave for years, getting picked off one by one. They were told it'd be easy. They keep being told that victory is right around the corner, that Vegas will roll over, become the sixth state of their little union. It's President Kimball who's been telling them that. When he dies, the enormity of his lies will come crashing down, the punchline to a bad joke. That's what I like to hear. One of my frumentaria set up camp near Hoover Dam. His name is Cato Hostilius. Go to him. He'll have further instructions.
True to Caesar.
Caesar was right to put his trust in you. Your skill in medicine is beyond anything I've ever seen before. Wale.
You know everything you need to know. Be on your way. Even with a president to kill, you have questions. A man of potential, held back by the craven political context he inhabits. You realize he was a general. The hero of the Mojave, they called him. A title he earned by extirpating lesser tribes that dared attack NCR citizens. His responses were swift and draconian. President Tandy, the founding mother, coddled hostile tribes. But her successors were less naive, so they gave Kimball free rein. And after a respectable military career, what does he do? Become a politician. But he did so by election. What better way to stunt the growth of leaders, not to mention whole cultures? A leader shouldn't have to kowtow to those who serve him. With so much energy wasted on those below, how is he ever to move forward? Had he taken the government by force, used his army to stage a coup, things would be very different. I'll just have to do it for him. It'll frighten them. If I can reach out and kill whomever I choose, then they know the only reason they're alive is I haven't tried yet. You have to understand that Kimball is a symbol. Without him, there would be no NCR occupation of the Mojave. He mustered the troops, as many as his Senate would allow, and sent them in. All the right reasons, done all the wrong ways. Any invasion by a democracy is a half measure. When Kimball dies, the NCR will recoil from the Mojave and from his legacy. By the time they recover and try to strike back, I'll be invading them. What else did you want to know? What else, then? Complete your mission, then return to me.
warlord House thought himself beyond Kaiser.
Lead the...
Move along.
We each serve the Legion.
I'm harsh on the children, but they'll be excellent legionaries. I'm quite proud.
Good to see you, Amicus.
I can't
Don't
wait
bother
until
me.
they let me fight.
I'm training to become a full legionary.
It's an honor to be noticed by one
The
so
camps are
favored by
getting
the
crowded.
Legion.
Good to see you, Amicus.
You may proceed. Your belongings will be returned when you leave.
The warlord House thought himself
The
beyond
warlord
Kaiser's
House.
reach.
Awe, are you ready to return to Cottonwood Cove? Wale. Thought himself beyond Kaisar's reach. And now... Awe, are you ready to return to Cottonwood Cove? Very well.
Looks like break time's over.
Hello. It's about time you showed up. I was starting to get lonely out here by myself. So you're the big shot that Caesar put in charge of this mission. I've heard about you. You've got quite the reputation already. Well, let's get down to business. Once we get started, we're going to be on a tight schedule. Are you ready to do this? Well, hurry it up and get your shit together. What is it? See ya. What is it? Good. Kimball is scheduled to give his speech tomorrow. We'll rest here tonight and talk the plan over first thing in the morning. Get some sleep. You've got a big day ahead of you. Rise and shine. You have a big day ahead of you. So, do you have a plan for how you're going to kill Kimball? Prepared already. I like it. There's no need to give me the details. It is probably best that way. Even though you already have a plan, I may have some information that you might find useful. I've been spying in the dam for quite a while now. I've gathered quite a bit of information from various sources. I've been able to get some basic information on the schedule for Kimball's visit, as well as getting some rough security details. The President is scheduled to arrive sometime in the afternoon. It's going to be a short visit to boost morale for the NCR troops. He's going to arrive, give a speech, and then leave. No meet and greet, no questions, just a quick in and out. They're probably afraid something is going to happen. For good reason. I wasn't able to find a final itinerary for his visit, but if you can find one, you can get more details on what's going to happen. Security is going to be tight. Rangers are stationed all around the observation deck where Kimball is going to give his speech. Security is led by a Ranger Grant. He's a pretty rough guy who's seen a lot of combat. It's best if you steer clear of him. The crowd consists of troopers and a few select civilians who were lucky enough to bribe their way in. They shouldn't cause much trouble for you. Finally, there's the additional security that Kimball will be bringing with him. I wasn't able to find out much on that. If I had more time in their computers, I could have accessed the full duty roster and guard deployment. Maybe you'll have better luck. Okay, what would you like to know? I have some disguises for us. I've already got mine. A wealthy Brahmin baron who bribed his way into seeing the President. As for you, I have an NCR trooper uniform that I acquired. It'll fool most of the troopers and civilians, but it probably won't fool the Rangers. Well, I have a bomb here that can be put on the vertibird that will detonate at a certain altitude. But it's a little unstable and dangerous. Here you go. Put it to good use. Suggestions, huh? I'd suggest you play to your strengths. There's probably plenty of ways to kill Kimball. Just find one that works best for you. We'll have a few hours before he arrives. You should look around and see if you can find anything that you can use. Just be careful. You don't want to cause a scene before Kimball even shows up. If there's nothing else, then we should get moving. You're the boss. I'll be in the crowd. Do whatever you need to do, then find me before Kimball arrives. Here's your disguise. This'll get you past most of the NCR there, but watch out for the Rangers. Odds are this won't fool them. I'll meet you there. Good luck.
Well, I'll be Hoover Dam. Last remaining function wonders of the pre-war world. I'm amazed it's still running at all. Too bad everyone's killing each other over it.
Make it quick. We don't have much time. Good timing. Looks like his vertibird is arriving early. Here it comes now. I hope you're up for this, because we won't get a second chance. Make it quick. We don't have much time. See ya.
answer the call to service put forth by the Republic. It is for you that I have come here, and it is because of you that I am able to do so. We enjoy our privileges because you take the greatest of risks and are prepared to make the most noble sacrifices. It is because of men and women like Private First Class Jeremy Watson that Nevada and the new California Republic remain free and secure. Born in a tin shack on the outskirts of One Pine, Jeremy Watson never had it easy. His father worked as a caravan guard on the short loop, and his mother, like many Californians, braved the ruins of the old world as a prospector. They suffered through water shortages, raider attacks, and the Brotherhood War. Like our mighty Sierra Nevadas, they endured. But the time came when they could no longer shoulder the burden alone. 12 years ago, they called out for help, and the Republic heard them. Troopers, rangers, just like you, answered the clarion call. Men and women stepped forward to say, I will carry the weight. And at Owens Lake, we made true on our promise, driving out the raider tribes to establish a lasting peace in the eastern Sierra Nevadas. We carried the weight, and though we left behind many of our brothers and sisters on that battlefield, it did not break us. 10 years ago, Chief Elise met with representatives of the Desert Rangers to discuss terms of what would become the Ranger Unification Treaty. The treaty was more than a resolution to welcome the Desert Rangers into the Republic.
Make it quick. We don't have much time. See ya.
It was a covenant to protect Southern Nevada against Caesar's Legion and the tyranny of his regime. There are some back home who ask me, but who are we protecting? What does Nevada to us? Sometimes we forget that the light of our society shines beyond our borders. Sometimes we take those privileges for granted that our forebears fought so hard to achieve. We must always remember that wherever Californians stand, we carry our principles with us. Equal respect, representation, and protection under the laws of a just republic. This was the same fire that burned in the heart of the old world that preceded us. We are the heirs of that civilization, torchbearers eastward of the Pacific, into the darkness of this wasted land. When the Republic called the men and women of California to carry that fire across the Mojave, Jeremy Watson answered. You answered. Together you carried the weight. And when PFC Watson's platoon came under attack at Forlorn Hope, he took the greatest risk. Not only for his fellow Californians, but for California itself. He was prepared to make the most noble of sacrifices to defend the principles of our republic, even here, on Nevada soil. His actions are a beacon to all of us who stand here today in tribute to his valor. Private First Class Jeremy Watson, on behalf of the Senate and people of the new California Republic, it is my honor to present you with the Star of Sierra Madre. Not far from this spot, a monument stands as a tribute to the sacrifice made by those who came before us. The men and women who fulfilled the promise we made to the Desert Rangers. Its back is inscribed with the names of the troopers and rangers who carried the weight. And because they made the most noble of sacrifices, it did not break us. 4 years ago, we held this dam. 4 years ago, we carried the weight. 4 years ago, we drew a line through the Mojave as clear as the Colorado River. A line that Caesar cannot cross. Today, you stand here with our brothers and sisters to hold that line. Today, you honor all Californians by carrying that weight. Today, you are the waves of the Pacific, pushing ever eastward. You are the sequoias rising from the Sierra Nevadas, defiance, and enduring. You are the great western light of California, torchbearers in the darkness, living reminders of all that is best in our republic. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. What the hell are you waiting for? You don't want to get shot, let's go.
Okay.
By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items. Your belongings will be returned to you when you leave. Hello.
I didn't think anyone could kill an NCR Ranger in single combat.
Caesar was ill, but now he lives.
What are you doing? I can't wait until they let me fight.
True to Caesar.
I'm harsh on the children, but they'll...
Imagine a follower brave enough to lead Freeside.
You must enter Caesar's tent alone. Anyone else must remain outside. You must enter Caesar's tent alone.
Okay.
Anyone else must remain outside.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again.
You dispatched President Kimball with real skill. Right under their noses, too. What a humiliation. My forces are in a position to assault the dam. Legatus Linnaeus has assumed command. Are you ready to go to him? To tell him to begin the assault? Then be quick about it. My forces are in a position to assault the dam. Legatus Linnaeus has assumed command. Are you ready to go to him? To tell him to begin the assault? Good. In hoc signo Taurus vinces. Report to Legatus Lanius immediately. He'll brief you on the plan of battle. Come back victorious, or don't come back. My forces are in a position to assault the dam. Legatus Linnaeus has assumed command. Are you ready to go to him? To tell him to begin the assault? Good. In hoc signo Taurus vinces. Report to Legatus Lanius immediately. He'll brief you on the plan of battle. Come back victorious, or don't come back.
Well, we've had some laughs, you and I. But it looks like you're a crazy person, and I'm going to have to leave. Because you're helping Caesar's Legion? They are bad. You are bad. I am going. Bye. What? For as lack of adornment is said to become something, so will this place, without your presence, bring delight. I've run out of witty ways to tell you to leave, so why don't you just go? I've run out of witty ways to tell you to leave, so why don't you just go?
We each serve the Legion in our way. The Mark of Caesar protects you. Legatus, a stranger arrives. One who bears the mark.
Finally, Mars has accepted my sacrifices and unleashes me. You are the courier Lord Caesar has spoken of. The slaughter begins then. I am the commander of this army. The son of Mars has granted me the name Lanius, and the time to serve him has come once more. In the past, the NCR has relied upon attrition, withering our numbers with ranged fire and falling back as necessary. Not this time. The dam contains tunnels to its heart, overlooked by the NCR, now occupied by the Legion. When the battle begins, the NCR will find our teeth at their throats in a dozen places. There will be no attrition, no falling back, only carnage. Our forces are better equipped to take objectives than hold them. I do not wish to defend this place if another option exists. Our opponents follow a strict chain of command, which is both a strength and weakness. I intend to use you to strike at that weakness. Find the enemy commander, this General Oliver. Kill him or his resolve. Do this and his cowards will retreat, leaving the dam to us. Then ask them. The battle draws near. The word means butcher in Latin. I was granted the name after proving myself in several battles. Perhaps after today's battle, you too will earn yourself a new name. I live to serve Caesar's will, and the will of the Legion. If my victory serves them both, then I am pleased. They are passable foes. Like their citizens, they prefer their war from a distance, and at that, they excel. Their leaders have on occasion shown brilliance. Their rangers in particular have adapted well to our strategies. But their rangers are few, and this General Oliver we face is not their best. I regret not being able to face Hanlon, the one who led them last time. Their men take comfort in, and rely on, killing at a distance. They will not have the luxury of such comforts this time. Our warriors will wash over them in a tide of blood, severing arms before they can attack, legs before they can run, and heads before they can pray. So yes, fortune favors our chances, messenger, provided you move quickly. It was not intended for war. Its top sides are bound to two intake towers by a series of bridges. No doubt snipers nest there. On the far side of the dam, a small building provides access to the power plant below. That is where Oliver hides. Moss's eyes are upon you. Do not fail him, or me.
Am I broadcasting? I'm broadcasting? Shit, okay. This is the NCR emergency channel. It sounds like the Hoover Dam is under attack. Stay tuned. There is some sort of obstruction on the road to Hoover Dam. We're gonna do our best to send reinforcements around. Game over, man. Game over!
I felt the earth shake when the evil below the fort was destroyed.
Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position.
The battle is already decided. All that's left is Mars be with you.
All unit commands, relay your current position and status.
I've run out of wood. So what is this?
Unit 23, await reinforcement from Unit 42.
I've run out of wood to place the tank. So why don't you just go?
Deploying Battalion 14 to the southwestern flank. Unit 15, reinforce Unit 16 at Defense Point Sigma Delta. Unit 23, await reinforcement from Unit 42. Delta Squad, redeploy. Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8. Unit 15, reinforce Unit 16 at defense point Sigma Delta. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8. Delta Squad, redeploy. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. They're coming out of the walls, man. They're coming out of the damn walls. All unit commands, relay your current position and status.
You like that?
Unit 15, reinforce Unit 16 at defense point Sigma Delta.
Salway Courier, how goes the battle in the east? My Contubernium came up through one of the intake towers ahead and headed east, taking the NCR fools unawares from behind. Their confusion allowed us to slaughter them like Brahmin calves. Unfortunately, my brothers heading west did not fare as well. The enemy is much more fortified ahead and have snipers set up at key positions, which keep our men pinned down. In addition, they've managed to beat back our men emerging from the intake tower ahead and secure it. If we could just get rid of those damn snipers, or release our waiting men in the intake tower, we'd have the manpower to storm their positions. Any assistance you can provide is welcome, and will mean more of our men to carve through the foe by your side. My orders are to remain here and direct our men
Location
as
Bravo,
they arrive.
Bravo,
Go.
Charlie. The doctor is coming. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. Unit 15, reinforce Unit 16 at Defense Point Sigma Delta. Delta Squad, redeploy.
My orders are to remain here and direct our men as they arrive. Go!
There is a confirmed report that the Legion mounted a simultaneous assault at Camp Forlorn Hope. Troops at Forlorn Hope, assisted by 1st Recon, have repelled the Legion attack with very few casualties.
Hey! Had enough?
Unit 23, await reinforcement from Unit 42. All unit commands, relay your current position and status. Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8. Reinforce Unit 16 at Defense Point Sigma Delta. Deploying Battalion 14 to the southwestern flank. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. There is chaos breaking out at McCarran. The Fiends are using the opportunity to attack the base. There are also several riots breaking out in the area surrounding New Vegas. The looters have taken to the streets.
Ah, the outsider who gained our master's favor. You prove yourself as cunning as the rumors report. The fighting in the power plant is the fiercest, as expected, but the dogs have been caught off guard, and their positions can expect no support. However, the pipes below have been sealed, cutting off our men until the dam top can be secured. I've been diverting half of my men to the tower next to this one. It's a bit of a swim, but the enemy hasn't sealed those pipes yet. Some of the other Centuriae are more stubborn in following their orders exactly, though, and wait in the pipes below. If you should make it down there, unsealing the pipes again will allow us to spill over the enemy like a tide of blood. My men await in the tunnel below. I'm to divide them between the dam top and the tunnels that lead to the western power plant. Your words have merit. Very well. I shall tell my men to concentrate their efforts here. Ah, the outsider who gained our master's favor. You prove yourself as cunning as the rumors report. The fighting in the power plant is the fiercest, as expected, but the dogs have been caught off guard, and their positions can expect no support. However, the pipes below have been sealed, cutting off our men until the dam top can be secured. I've been diverting half of my men to the tower next to this one. It's a bit of a swim, but the enemy hasn't sealed those pipes yet. Some of the other Centuriae are more stubborn in following their orders exactly, though, and wait in the pipes below. If you should make it down there, unsealing the pipes again will allow us to spill over the enemy like a tide of blood. My men await in the tunnel below. I'm to divide them between the dam top and the tunnels that lead to the western power plant. Forgive my appraisal of your prowess, but all the same, I'd rather send some of my men with you to help secure the dam top. The fighting in the power plant is the fiercest, as expected, but the dogs have been caught off guard, and their positions can expect no support. However, the pipes below have been sealed, cutting off our men until the dam top can be secured. I've been diverting half of my men to the tower next to this one. It's a bit of a swim, but the enemy hasn't sealed those pipes yet. Some of the other Centuriae are more stubborn in following their orders exactly, though, and wait in the pipes below. If you should make it down there, unsealing the pipes again will allow us to spill over the enemy like a tide of blood. More than a few if I have my way. I cannot speak long, for my men need direction. What do you want?
Looters have taken to the streets.
My men await in the tunnel below. I'm to divide them between the dam top and the tunnels that lead to the western power plant. Your words have merit. Very well. I shall tell my men to concentrate their efforts here. The fighting in the power plant is the fiercest, as expected, but the dogs have been caught off guard, and their positions can expect no support. However, the pipes below have been sealed, cutting off our men until the dam top can be secured. I've been diverting half of my men to the tower next to this one. It's a bit of a swim, but the enemy hasn't sealed those pipes yet. Some of the other Centuriae are more stubborn in following their orders exactly, though, and wait in the pipes below. If you should make it down there, unsealing the pipes again will allow us to spill over the enemy like a tide of blood. More than a few if I have my way. I cannot speak long, for my men need direction. What do you want? More than a few if I have my way. I will personally gut the first man to slow down. Move it, you curs! Leave none alive!
All unit commands, relay your current position and status.
There's still more killing to be done. Move it, you curs!
Deploying Battalion 14 to the southwestern flank. Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8. doctor is coming. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. Unit 23, await reinforcement from Unit 42. Rangers have managed to hold off a Legion attack at Camp Golf. Some casualties, but Camp Golf stands. Unit 15, reinforce Unit 16 at Defense Point Sigma Delta. Deploying Battalion 14 to the southwestern flank. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. Delta Squad, redeploy. Unit 15, reinforce Unit 16 at Defense Point Sigma Delta. Unit 23, await reinforcement from Unit 42. Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8. All unit commands, relay your current position and status. Deploying Battalion 14 to the southwestern flank. Unit 23, await reinforcement from Unit 42. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. Unit 15, reinforce Unit 16 at Defense Point Sigma Delta. Reinforce Unit 8. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. All unit commands, relay your current position and status. Deploying Battalion 14 to the southwestern flank.
I knew it. Come on! You like that?
Location, Bravo, Bravo, Charlie. The doctor is coming. Unit 15, reinforce Unit 16 at Defense Point Sigma Delta. Delta Squad, redeploy. All unit commands, relay your current position and status. Deploying Battalion 14 to the southwestern flank. Location, Bravo, Bravo, Charlie. The doctor is coming. Unit 23, await reinforcement from Unit 42. Unit 15, reinforce Unit 16 at Defense Point Sigma Delta. Location, Bravo, Bravo, Charlie. The doctor is coming. Delta Squad, redeploy. Unit 23, await reinforcement from Unit 42. Deploying Battalion 14 to the southwestern flank. Delta Squad, redeploy. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. All unit commands, relay your current position and status. Await reinforcement from Unit 42. Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8. Reinforce Unit 16 at Defense Point Sigma Delta. Delta Squad, redeploy. Deploying Battalion 14 to the southwestern flank. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. Location Bravo, Bravo, Charlie. The doctor is coming. Unit 15, reinforce Unit 16 at Defense Point Sigma Delta. Unit 23, await reinforcement from Unit 42.
So you must be the courier the reports mentioned. Pass this message on to your commander. Hoover Dam will not fall while I still draw breath. The army of bloodthirsty maniacs with you would disagree. No, I think I'll hold the fort here until our reinforcements arrive. If that's true, then there's nothing else for it. My men and I will hold out as long as we can. Better that than simply give up. What other option is available? Retreat? And go where? According to you, the road west is blocked. And while you might let us by, I highly doubt your allies will do the same. Perhaps I do have a secret tunnel out of here, but that doesn't change anything. My duty is to stay and fight. My men and I are soldiers. We share an obligation to follow orders, and our orders are to hold this dam. It sure as hell is. Aside from being an important source of power and water, it's a symbol of hope. Though I wouldn't expect someone like you to understand that. We choose to stay, though I think we'll all debate you on the dying part.
Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. Location Bravo, Bravo, Charlie. The doctor is coming. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8. Location, Bravo, Bravo, Charlie. The doctor is coming. All unit commands, relay your current position and status. Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8. Unit 23, await reinforcement from Unit 42. Delta Squad, redeploy. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. Reinforce Unit 16 at Defense Point Sigma Delta. All unit commands, relay your current position and status.
So you must be the courier the reports mentioned. Pass this message on to your commander. Hoover Dam will not fall while I still draw breath. This battle is far from over. Once the reinforcements from McCarran arrive, the counteroffensive will begin. Do you really think your ragtag band of slavers has more manpower than the armed forces of the NCR? I'd pit one of my men against two of your cutthroats any day. Backed by additional troops, we'll mop the floor with your pathetic legion. Fool. We've fortified this place to hold out indefinitely against an army. What chance do you think you have?
Delta Squad, redeploy. Deploying Battalion 14 to the southwestern flank.
some more?
Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8. Location Bravo, Bravo, Charlie. The doctor is coming. Deploying Battalion 14 to the southwestern flank. Delta Squad, redeploy. Unit 15, reinforce Unit 16 at Defense Point Sigma Delta. Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8. Delta Squad, redeploy. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. Unit 23, await reinforcement from Unit 42. Unit 15, reinforce Unit 16 at Defense Point Sigma Delta. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8. Unit 15, reinforce Unit 16 at Defense Point Sigma Delta. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. Location, Bravo, Bravo, Charlie. The doctor is coming. Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. Deploying Battalion 14 to the southwestern flank. Unit 23, await reinforcement from Unit 42. Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8. doctor is coming. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. Deploying Battalion 14 to the southwestern flank. Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8. Location, Bravo, Bravo, Charlie. The doctor is coming. Deploying Battalion 14 to the southwestern flank. All unit commands, relay your current position and status. Unit 23, await reinforcement from Unit 42. Delta Squad, redeploy. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. Unit 15, reinforce Unit 16 at defense point Sigma Delta. All unit commands, relay your current position and status. Deploying Battalion 14 to the southwestern flank.
Like that?
Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8. your current position and status. Unit 15, reinforce Unit 16 at Defense Point Sigma Delta. Unit 23, await reinforcement from Unit 42. All unit commands, relay your current position and status. Deploying Battalion 14 to the southwestern flank. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. Delta Squad, redeploy. Location, Bravo, Bravo, Charlie. The doctor is coming. Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8. All unit commands, relay your current position and status. Snipers in position. Repeat, snipers in position. Unit 15, reinforce Unit 16 at Defense Point Sigma Delta. Location, Bravo, Bravo, Charlie. The doctor is coming. Unit 23, await reinforcement from Unit 42. Delta Squad, redeploy. Unit 4, reinforce Unit 8.
This slaughter pleases me. No act is more sacred than consecrating a site in the blood of one's enemies. The rest of the dam is fully under our control. A few pitiful holdouts remain, but their time is short. The General was the last source of concern. With their commander dead, the NCR will pull out of this region, allowing our conquest to continue westward, unopposed for a time. The Legion will swell with the number of slaves we will claim from this place, and the tribute we gather will fund further campaigns. Perhaps in time I will be granted the honor of conquering the land known as California. But for now we rest. Know that your efforts are appreciated and will not go unrewarded. But we can speak of that later. For now, come. We must see to the burning of the dead.
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Goodsprings cheated death once again, and the Mojave Wasteland was forever changed. Caesar entered the Strip as though it was his triumph. The Legion pushed the NCR out of New Vegas entirely, driving them back to the Mojave Outpost. The Legion occupied all major locations, enslaving much of the population and peacefully lording over the rest. Under the Legion's banner, civilization, unforgiving as it was, finally came to the Mojave Wasteland. The Legion marched over the Hoover Dam with the help of one who was as brutal and merciless as the worst of them, the courier. Caesar honored him with a golden coin, minted in celebration of his contributions and distributed throughout the wasteland.
Though some super mutants in Nightkin continued to journey to the legendary Utopia, they found little trace of its existence. Some eventually found their way to Jacobstown, but many wandered off into the wastes, confused and disheartened.
Still grappling with self-doubt over his usefulness in the face of old age, Raul was never able to find peace with himself. Eventually, he left the Mojave and assumed a new name, as he had done so many times before.
Cautious after the Boomers' display of power at Hoover Dam, Caesar chose to leave the Boomers alone. The Boomers remained isolated, but have been seen flying over the Mojave Desert from time to time.
Buried beneath tons of rubble, the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel was no more. Those few who were outside the Hidden Valley bunker when it was destroyed settled into new lives, or headed west to find a new chapter to join.
The death of the Mojave Brotherhood came much too soon for Veronica, and in their absence, she felt truly lost. Yet in its wake, she took small comfort in her decision to remain by their side through their few remaining days.
The Fiends attacked Camp McCarran during the Second Battle of Hoover Dam and suffered heavy losses. Caesar, unimpressed with their performance and their dependence on chems, had them exterminated.
After the Legion's victory, Caesar, out of a strange respect for his old fellows, allowed the followers safe passage out of the wasteland. Reluctantly, the followers accepted the offer and abandoned Old Mormon Fort to the Legion.
The Legion, preoccupied with its acquisition of New Vegas, scarcely took notice of the town of Goodsprings. Many locals moved on, fearful of Caesar's long shadow. Only the old and the stubborn remained.
For supporting the NCR, the Great Khans were ruthlessly hunted down by the victorious Legion. Caesar destroyed all evidence of their existence at Red Rock Canyon and forbade mention of their name in any history. The Great Khan's legacy was swiftly forgotten.
It took more time than anticipated for a cure for the Nightkin schizophrenia to be found, but in the end, it was beneficial to Jacobstown. The presence of the Nightkin leader, Keen, persuaded Nightkin from across the wasteland to make the journey to the town. Jacobstown prospered, becoming known as a fair, if somewhat intimidating, place for a trader to do business.
Lily continued to take her medicine at half doses, and although she remembered her grandchildren, her mind remained muddled and confused. Eventually, she parted ways with the courier and traveled west, seeking the remnants of her past.
After their victory at Hoover Dam, the Legion quickly set about destroying all remaining resistance, including any groups with ties to the NCR. Upon discovering the King's newfound relationship with the NCR, Legionnaires flooded the streets of Freeside, and the Kings were quickly destroyed.
Revitalized by Violetta's brain, Rex eventually learned to balance the memories of his old life with Violetta's experiences among the brutal fiends. His mind had difficulty adjusting, but Rex eventually found peace with his new, more vicious self.
During the Legion's attack on Novak, Bright followers returning from their long pilgrimage assisted in its evacuation. Though Novak eventually fell to the Legion, many citizens of Novak were able to escape, alive and intact.
After Hoover Dam, the leaderless powder gangers at the correctional facility vanished into the wastes, leaving the prison empty. The correctional facility became another abandoned ruin in the wasteland, its carcass occasionally picked over by enterprising prospectors.
After the Vault 19 powder gang surrendered to the NCR, they were reincorporated into the correctional system. The NCR did increase their sentences, and they aren't about to take off time for good behavior.
Not understanding the gravity of the Legion's imminent takeover of Primm, Sheriff Primm Slim valiantly attempts to resist Caesar's will.
And so the Courier's Road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.